Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Georgia, and this is Join the Journey 411.
We are wanting to update all of our friends that have subscribed to our channel and wanted to see if we could give you a little insight to our first 2 weeks on the road
It's been
and let you
eventful.
know, and Hooch is getting his 2 cents worth in. And we had a, what was the date that we left, babe?
We left Sunday right after church. They gave us a real nice reception to send us off, and that was Sunday, August 30th, we left.
We have a lot of memories at Faith Bible Church in Joliet, Illinois.
Yeah.
And a lot of fond memories.
Really hard to leave family and friends.
Yeah.
And, I kind of need to back up. We sold the house on the 18th of August. My last day at work when I retired was on Friday the 28th, and we left on the 30th. So there you go.
So finally, it took us a year to sell our house,
At least.
But we did get the house sold, and we headed out on I-80, headed to meet up with George's brother and sister-in-law, Jimmy
In Colorado,
and Jenny.
they were camp hosts in Colorado.
Yeah, and so we were heading out to the mountains, and our first stop was in Northwest Liberty, Iowa. And we had a nice evening there at Little Bear Campground, and we headed out early the next morning. And our second stop was
at a Harvest Host winery.
We want to encourage all of you RVers out there, new and old timers, that check out Harvest Host. It is a great way.
It is fabulous.
When you're traveling from point A to point B. It's a great way to be able to stop and rest and have a good time.
It was beautiful, sitting and looking out over the vineyards. And then in the morning we had our coffee out there, and it was so quiet and peaceful. And then we journeyed on to
Sterling, Colorado. I was waiting to see if she was going to remember that.
Sterling, Colorado.
That was called Sandspur City.
We called it Sandspur City because our RV site had sand spurs that I grew up with in Florida, but didn't expect them there. But that's okay.
Hey, you lived through it.
But we hadn't been able to start our generator that we purchased right before we left, so we found a guy named Frank at a small engine place, and
had it fixed in 5 minutes. I felt so stupid.
It was kind of operator error, but he was following the directions, I have to say.
It said not to overfill the oil, and by George, I didn't overfill the oil, and I didn't fill it up high enough. So if you have a new generator and you haven't run it, it runs for just a few seconds and then stops, it could possibly be the float in the oil sensor. So just keep that in mind. But hey, the next day we headed out into the mountains up near Boulder, Colorado, and
I kind of got sick and could not get in touch with my doctor, and it was very difficult, but I finally got a prescription called in. Thank you, Britt. And then we made our way to Kelly Doll Campground, which is all dry camping, which was a big first for us.
Which we needed the generator for.
But couldn't use it for our CPAP machines.
But our generator is a little noisier than what the camp host...
not my brother and sister-in-law.
No,
but
the regional managers. And he was so nice. Gary and Pam are just the most fantastic camp hosts there. Yeah. They let us use his inverter, his 3,000 watt inverter, so that we could charge our CPAP machines and be able to survive for a week.
So, but you can't use it from 10 p.m. at night till 6 a.m. in the morning, which caused a problem with our CPAP machines. So, before we left, we had bought these 2 little inverters. Thought this will take care of it, but the charge only lasted like 3 or 4 hours. So we were not getting good night's sleep at all. And
the air was very thin up there.
Yeah, I have asthma, and it was just, but we had a blast being with my brother and sister-in-law. We haven't been with them in years, and it was just so much fun. We just nonstop laughing.
Our niece
my niece came up. She lives in Boulder, and she came up for a couple of nights, and we cooked out, and it was just fabulous. The hard part was it was beautiful, cool weather, enough for a fire pit, but they're on a fire ban, so we couldn't use that. We couldn't have a fire in the fire pit. And with the fires around in the mountains and everything, we were very cautious about that. Thank you, Hooch.
Hooch is trying to get his 2 cents.
He is.
So,
But
Hooch the traveling pooch, by the way.
absolutely. So we found out during our travel so far that he has to stop to go to the restroom more than I do, which is phenomenal. Can't believe it. So that's just a little side note there. But all to say is between the air quality and our CPAP machines not working, not getting enough sleep. Our niece is a doctor, and she was very, very concerned about us getting the right amount of sleep with good air quality. So she wanted us to get on the road and find something that's going to work. So we're in the process of trying to figure that out. In the meantime, we're going to be staying at full hookups, so at least electricity.
Well,
so
we
that
had a
can
little
have
drama while we were out there.
Well, we haven't left Kelly Doll yet.
Yeah, well,
So,
while we were at Kelly Doll,
yes.
my sister Carol, she was involved with
Well, she was missing.
she was missing
She was
because
missing.
of a shooting down in Corpus Christi, Texas, and her husband and her got separated. He couldn't find her. We were trying to figure out what the heck was going on down there, and evidently some boyfriend,
The husband killed his wife in the parking lot of Walmart.
Walmart. What do you want, Hooch? This is Hooch. Come here. Okay. He wants to get in the picture. So, anyway, we couldn't find her for a couple of hours, and we finally got in touch with her. Her phone was left in one of the carts, and it was a long story, but it just
And then
a
we
lot
found
of
out our
drama.
son-in-law was ill, so we had to. Anyway, we left the next day, and
Yeah.
so we left the next day. Everything's fine. Our son-in-law's doing well. They found Carol Ann. She was in the back of the. Whoa. She was in the back of the.
We're not professionals, guys.
Oh my gosh, what happened to this?
I don't know. It doesn't matter, honey. Just keep going.
So on our way, we had stopped to get gas at a gas station in the middle of nowhere, and it had been raining and everything, and I had an accident. So I was walking to the back of the store to go to the restroom, and there was a mop bucket sticking out, and so I thought I walked around it, but my foot caught on the wheel of it or something, and it
went
threw me
head.
forward. And I was trying to catch my balance, but I had wet shoes, and I'm slipping all over the place, and took a nosedive,
Into a
Superman
door.
style, slid down the hall, and I slammed into this door. I hit it so hard that knocked my lenses out of my glasses. I think it knocked me out for a couple of seconds. Yeah,
I wasn't
it was
even
great.
there.
He wasn't even there. He was getting gas. Nobody knew. Nobody came. Nobody heard me. I can't believe it. It was so loud.
Yeah.
So after the stars left, and I was able to get up and go out, I said, I hit really hard. I'm concerned. I'm on blood thinners because of my heart stent, so I was a little concerned. So the closest hospital we could find was an hour and a half away. So I looked for the one with 4 stars out of 5. And he dropped me off because he had the dog. And I walk up to the door, and it says no emergency, surgical only.
So it's been a very
So I walked
eventful-
down the street to the emergency room and let him know I was at the other place. And incredible, small town, small hospital. I was in and out
Very
an hour and a
friendly
half
people,
or
too.
so.
Yeah.
They did a CT scan. Everything was fine. They had me in a neck collar, all this stuff, because they didn't know. I've had a splitting headache. I do have slight concussion, but I can tell a big difference even today. Like every day I'm getting better, but I couldn't even touch the top of my head. My hair hurt. It was so bad. I was like, how stupid. This is crazy. So that was our event. So we finally made it here to see our daughter, son-in-law, and our grandson,
daughter,
David.
Kristen.
Our daughter, Kristen. Yes.
And our son-in-law Andy.
Yes. And we
And
have...
our
and
grandson.
I
David.
just said that. Our grandson, David, yeah. He's adorable. Oh my gosh. He has the best laugh, has the greatest expressions on his face. And it's been so nice because we haven't been able to see him. Here one day here, one day there, you know. So this has been wonderful spending this week with him. So we are thrilled beyond belief. So
We're actually
since we're here, where are we heading now?
well, we're going to head down to see my sister. So this has been a family week or a family month of travel to get to see all of our family.
We haven't seen everybody in several years, so this has been great.
And we're getting our RV, the stabilizers fixed for $600 cheaper than if it had been in Huntley, Illinois. So
that's a whole nother story about our stabilizers, but we won't go there.
Yeah,
we're learning a lot. We're learning a lot, aren't we?
Absolutely, baby. Yeah, we're having a great time, and we wouldn't trade this for anything right now, even with all the little. What do you think, Hooch? Huh? You like that? Huh? Yeah.
He's done real well.
So we're going to head down to my
pleased.
sister's. We'll keep you posted. To wrap this up.
Yeah, we are.
We don't like to be.
We want to go in and see our grandson. He's might be up from his nap now. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for following our journey. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel,
somewhere
here, there, I don't know where it is. You know where it is. Thank you for following us, and we'll be in touch soon.
All right.
Say bye-bye, Hooch.
Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.